Check, check.
Yo, yo.
It's good, brother. Hey,
Not much. Another day. How you doing?
not too bad. Just noticed a little astro on the elbows, but it's all good. It's Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we moisturize 6 out of 7 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Always gotta do the pre-check before you get in front of any camera, man. Crazy.
Now, even without the camera, with the moisturization, I know we just started, my bad. But, bro, you'll take a shower, and I'll take the extra minute. Lotion, 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 lotion. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm super moisturized.
Uh
Soon as you step out the house, you look at this spot right here, right here. It's like, yo, I know I did my hands, right? How did I miss again? Like it's not the first time. You know what I'm saying? But
huh.
without a doubt, man, without a doubt. But happy Wednesday, brother.
Indeed, man. You're not lying, man. What I'm saying? Melanin problems, what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's great to be melanin, take the good with the bad.
I mean, can't be in the sun and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like gotta choose your battles.
that's a
Uh,
that's a fact. Shout out to Tanya, Sylvia on the early check-in, Shay Sweet Things. Thank you for joining early.
yes, appreciate you.
Oh man, am I the only one still activating the AC, man? I don't know what it is, if it's old age or whatever.
You know what it is? I was having an argument with my wife the other night, right? Because I'm like, hey man, summer's over, bro. I need this Con Ed to meet me halfway. So I'm like, yo, baby, we can open a window. I'm like, we got a fan. We can put out the closet. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, but it's me, it's you. You know what I mean? We'll be breathing. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, yeah. You know what? We do be breathing, right? Yeah, the room get hot. TV be on at night. You know what I mean? The TV heat. You know what I mean? The mouth open heat. So we still got the AC on, but thank God for eco. You know what I'm saying? Because until I
Yeah.
figured out how to work that shit, I was just freezing, like teeth just shaking at like 3:30 in the morning. And I'm like, yo, baby, turn it off. She's like, you turn it off. And niggas just we're just getting closer and trying to body heat now. I'm like, yo, this is not the purpose of the AC.
Yeah. And then they
Yeah,
be hogging up all the damn
all
blanket.
the
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how we start out with an even distribution of blanket, and then they just do like the quick, what I'm saying, roll, and then all of a sudden the whole blanket's gone. You wake up, you got your hands between, what I'm saying, your thighs and shit, just trying to stay warm. Like it don't make no sense, bro.
Hey, I'm about to change your life. You ready, brother? You married, man. It's time for a 2 blanket system, man. Get your own blanket, man. Don't rely on that, or don't rely on that same blanket no more. Oh man, I moved on. I'm tired outside of the arguing. I was tired of the fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we're not even mad at each other, but we angry right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yeah. Yeah, I
invest in
think
your own blanket, bro.
yeah, I think you told me this before. My only issue is now if you try and get shit started in the middle of the night, now it's like you unwrapping the burrito. You
It's
know
all
what I'm
good. It's all
saying?
good. Hey, you got to unwrap a burrito so you're not putting the burrito on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey, you got to pick your poison, man. Pick your poison.
Alright, good. All right, man. It is 8:14, man. We'll get into it. First off, shout out to everybody joining us from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and IG, man. We appreciate you. Every Wednesday we here at 8 o'clock, man. We are FCP. I am Senor Lee, and this is my man Ken Katnick.
Outside. You know what I mean?
And every week, Wednesday, 8ish, we are on, what I'm saying, talking about what's going on in the world. And man, today was just one of them days, boy.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure if you've been on social media today, you've heard about the tragedy with Charlie Kirk. We'll get into that a little later. But wow, man, I mean, whew,
We'll get into it, but I'm social media, man. The instant gratification stuff, man. It's
yeah,
nuts. But we'll get into it.
definitely. But some quick well, before we get into that, right? We always start the show. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing all right. At the workforce. Hey, another one bites the dust. One of my longtime coworkers, pulled me to the side, said, "Yo, man, it's definitely Friday." I said, "What's Friday?" She was like, "Nigga, this one." I said, "Oh, oh man." I was like, "All right, well, all right." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, outside of that, man, work is good. School is in full swing. Kids is on the early wake up. Not too happy about it, but I could care less. Got to get up. We got to get out. 7:20 is the cutoff, man. We figured that out the hard way Monday. But 7:20 is the cutoff. We all got to be out this house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything is going smooth, man. Weekend was smooth too. How about you, brother?
Already the shenanigans with the buses, man.
Oh,
I'll start with
yeah.
Darius.
I was hoping it
Um,
was smooth.
yeah, man, it was too good to be true. They already switched drivers on us, switched buses. Have my little man out there just waiting to get picked up. Didn't make no sense. And you try and call people just to get information, right? Because they work there. They should know what's happening. And
Oh,
my wife must have spoke to like three or four different people. Nobody could give her a solid answer. She's calling the school. She's calling the bus driver that just picked up our son and dropped him off. And they're like, oh, we ain't on that route no more. Whole attitude and everything. So just a complete shit show. But today went a lot better, thank God. And we'll hope that this stays consistent, man. But it's been crazy.
oh man. I know Darius is a year older, so it's just like, does he notice the bullshit now? Is he looking at y'all like your fam? Was my? I think it's Uber app time, y'all. Like, is he looking at y'all yet?
I mean, he looking at us like, so I'm going back upstairs because to him,
Smart. I didn't even think of that. It was like, yo, I got a ton of PTO, y'all. You just let me know when I can use them. That's what's up.
like
I ain't mad at that.
he's straight up on some I'll just relax, sit here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't stress him at all, but he definitely notices that these bus drivers are not reliable at all. For sure.
Damn, 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 damn.
Yeah.
Outside of the arrival, once he actually gets there, has he been? Has he been with the new cohort? He's gelling. He ain't beating nobody up on the first week, right? I know he might be kind of taller than everybody else right now.
So far, so good. I mean, he's still getting acclimated to his new teacher. It's the first
Okay.
time he's got a male teacher, so I'm interested to see how that
Oh,
dynamic works.
okay.
But the usual, how school, how his homework, making sure he's sharp. Keeping him abreast of the situation that this is your eighth grade. You know what I'm saying. You're a senior in junior high school. You're about to go into high school. That independence got to kick in, and just trying to tell them, you got to stand on your toes and make sure you make the most out of this because you're going to be going into a new school, new people, new teachers.
Yeah,
So you want to, get the most out of this year. You're the senior walking around right now. Enjoy it, but also, prepare yourself.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Shouts to D Money, man.
For sure, man. But same day that he had his, bus situation, I get on the Iron Horse. For y'all that don't live out in New York, we always like to educate everyone. That is what we call our transit system when we take the train. And I was sitting next to this lady, man, and when she gets up to get off the train, I feel like this real sharp object hit me in the knee. So mind you, I am like locked into I got that 2048 game on my phone, and I'll be locked in just trying to get to top score. So she gets up and I feel this sharp object and I look up and it's a damn Stanley, bro. A
Ooh,
Stanley. This
heavy
shit
duty.
felt like a brick against my kneecap.
Heavy duty. Yeah, those. Hey, I got one myself, man. It keeps the water cold a long time cold. But yeah, I never thought of it as a weapon or something that if being pushed against you unwillingly could be troublesome. How does this end, my brother?
She walked out.
Oh,
Like,
thank
like
God.
I know she felt that Stanley make contact. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt it. Like when she went to the side, the Stanley kind of swung to the left and then just suddenly stopped. So she knew it had to make
Uh,
contact with something. I'm pretty sure she kind of walked out like, I know that had to hurt. Like that was crazy.
she ain't even give you a little quick eye contact. Yo, oh my bad, sorry about that. Oh no.
Walked
See what I'm saying? I'd have slapped the Stanley right out of hand. Like, oops,
right.
drop something, man. Man.
Yeah, she walked right out. And then it's interesting because right when she's getting off the train, this lady walks in the train with a stroller. And let me tell you something, Kenny, this shit was sitting on 20s. I'm like, I've never seen a kid at that height. And it was the coolest baby in the world. And it made sense. Like the stroller was at a different elevation than other babies. This baby had
So
no reason to cry. He was just looking around the
upper
car like,
upper echelon baby. He ain't even.
yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up.
He was on the same level as everybody. He was at eye level with me. He was like, "What's up, nigga?" You know what I
What's
mean? Like he's just
up?
chilling. He's just
So you
chilling.
about to go? You about to go clock in? Not me.
Yeah, just took a sip of his
Oh
water and
man,
kept it pushing. Like it was crazy. It was crazy, man.
that is funny. That is funny. Oh, I got a random question for you before we get into it today. Over the weekend, I know we'll talk some more tennis, but over the weekend we'll talk some. There was some tennis over the weekend, but we'll get into it later. Sierra was at the U.S. Open. They showed the family, they flash everybody's names, and I saw Future Son. They swapped the name out on the last name. I know she did it. She did it a few years ago. Honestly, it's not the first time. When I seen, I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you, lead us real fast. Like in the event, it's never gonna happen. We know we lifers over here. But if you and the missus parted ways, right? And she found, and I'm gonna say, we're gonna lose the kids, but you know how it go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, if she found another, moved on, fully married, is there a world where you could see Darius's last name being swapped out for the new guy? Like, what is it? Like, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Not even in the multiverse, brother. Not
Right?
there's not even. I don't care. It ain't no way. Ain't no way. You gotta completely like. Even if I'm gone, I'm putting that shit in the will. There's gonna be legal
you say
precedent.
you say you want this estate? Oh yeah, you got to keep that, bro.
That's a no.
Oh
That's a
shit.
no.
I was thinking about it. Hey, it's 2025. Trying to be reasonable. I'm like, hey, man, we all moved on, and I really tried to be positive about it, but nah, I couldn't see it. Like, I'm like, even in death, I still ain't see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't care if he's paying my mortgage and your mortgage.
Uh-uh.
Wait, hold on. My mortgage and your mortgage? Yeah, nah, still, nah. Nah. I was like, I can save a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah. I just there's nothing I could quantify that would make that change cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, what if it was done behind your back, something you had no knowledge of? How would you react?
I gotta throw that in Chat GPT. I got a feeling I got some sort of legal precedent to fight this.
Oh, sure. He said she ain't taking him out the state, but she took him out the state of his birth certificate. So it's got to be the same thing, right? Where the rules at? Where are the rules at?
That's for yeah, man. Nah, man. So there got to be some sort of protection for good fathers out there against this, man. Nah. Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
yeah. I did see that. I was like, definitely raised my eyebrows. Like that's fucked up.
like
But
now. Hey, no, hey, I don't know. Hey, I don't know if I don't know if Future's a. I can't call him a deadbeat. I don't know the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think it's any money issues. It's definitely not on her side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I just don't. Now, what if the son went to them as a young man and said, "Listen, I see you're raising me. I love the way I'm being raised by y'all as a unit. Can I do this?" You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a conversation? Like how? Like, what if one of your kids came to you as a bigger kid? Like, yo, I love you. I always love you, but the new guy is taking care of everything. Would you ever give the okay if they asked you personally?
hell
Still not right. Still not right. Fuck that.
no,
Fuck
hell
that.
no.
Fuck him and you right now for the moment.
Like how you put a price? How you gonna put a price on your last name? Like you
on my
know,
on my legacy, bro. How you just switch up on the legacy?
yeah,
Mm.
like that's wild to me. That's wild to me that and you know what it is? It makes sense for that for a situation like that not to make sense to us because we are in our kids' lives and we are like you said, we're lifers. So we can't imagine a world where they even want to do that regardless. You know what I mean? So yeah, I no man, I can't fathom it. I don't care what's going on that side. I paid my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm present and I'm there, that's mine, man. Go make another one. Shit. You know what I mean?
Word. Make another hole. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Word. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm down. I'm down. I respect it.
Oh man. Anything before we jump into awareness and acknowledgments?
Nah, brother. Let's roll.
All right, man. So tomorrow is September 11th, marks the 24th anniversary commemoration ceremony that will take place recognizing the tragic events of September 11th in 2001 when the World Trade Towers came down. Also, of course, the crash of Flight 93 and the attack on the Pentagon definitely changed the world for a lot of us. I always talk about where I was when this happened. Already was in my first class in college freshman year, and they just announced over the loudspeaker, classes were done for the day due to something that happened. And then everybody came outside, saw the smog of smoke in the clouds and everything, and you just started hearing from people calling saying what happened. And that was while you had service, because after a while that service went down. But
Facts.
just it's always a day of remembrance, recognition. I know they always read the names of the people who lost their lives, or even the people who volunteered and ended up getting sick and passing away after. They also recognize those who were injured or lost their lives in the 1993 attack as well.
Word. What was that? It was third period. And it was weird when we were in school. It was a far distance where you could actually see the city from where we were. We was like up on the third or fourth floor at the school in high school. So like to see it and to see the kind of broadcast on the news and the teacher kind of just like we all kind of waiting on instruction from her, but she's not quite sure what's happening yet neither. So we all kind of like, man, you better say something quick because that smoke is this isn't part of anything that we knew about this morning. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, man.
uh, then as the day went on, you recall a couple of close calls. Some people that were supposed to be there that wasn't there. Some people you
Yeah.
never unfortunately got in contact with again. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of emotion that day. People who did work in the city, and it felt like everybody worked in the city at that time for some reason. Just their route home was a journey in its own right because nothing was up, nothing was running. Trains was done, buses was done, cabs was done. Nobody was getting out of that area no time soon. But yo, man, 24 years. That's nuts. That is nuts. But yeah, man, never forget.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Also, September 15th officially marks the beginning of the Hispanic Heritage Month, celebrating everything of Latinx and Hispanic culture. So we are definitely big fans of Hispanic culture here, as we always love to, talk about our beautiful, amazing wives, representing Puerto Rico. So looking forward to it, man. As always, the dancing, the food, culture, fashion, the language, the people, everything, man. I wish I could be on the beach next year. Next week.
Hey, this weather fake holding up. You know what I mean? It might be a local beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
might be. Might be.
Oh man. All right. So a very somber transition at this moment. If you joined us at the top of the hour, we kind of spoke about this. But today, Charlie Kirk, right wing activist and co founder of the conservative organization Turning Point USA, and he was its executive director, was shot and killed at an event at Utah Valley University today. The images, the videos on social media are horrific. Um, I was trying to see if his family was present or not, because just to have to see something like this,
Mm.
I feel for the family, and definitely feel. I believe I know for sure he's got a little girl, because he was just on a news show a couple weeks ago, and she ran out to hug him. Tragic, man, very tragic. That the fact that he was talking about violence, man.
That was his last word.
Dude,
Like I know he was in the middle of a conversation with someone, and he always had these kind of open forums where he allowed people to kind of debate his issues, and he would give him clarity on what he's thinking, and he would kind of listen to what they were saying and back and forth. And he did this often. Don't get me wrong, the temperament sometimes got hostile, but it was always controlled. It was just, hey, we don't have the same views, but we can still come to an understanding where, we need to move on from this, but we know where we stand, But for it to come to this point, it's like you said, it's super tragic, very unfortunate. Um, condolences to him as well as the family, but the wife, kids, even if they weren't physically there, with the internet and the speed of things, like it's hard to avoid it if you do have a phone. You know what I'm saying? If you are on any sort of social platform at all, just checking the weather, it'll still pop up on regular shit that you're on. So it's hard to avoid it, and even if you don't want to see it, it still crosses your feed. Yeah. It's just going to be tough for the kids, the wife, any of his constituents. I know I saw a lot of condolences, him and the family. Obama had one already. Trump had one already. But a difference of opinion, like Shay Sweetthing was saying, should never bring you to the point of wanting to end someone's life. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely senseless. And at the end of the day, it doesn't solve anything. You know what I'm saying? If you had a disagreement with them, I can't even come to a resolution now. Like, you know what I'm saying? There is no resolution to it, but they did catch the gentleman. I didn't catch his name, unfortunately. I didn't have enough time to research it. They caught him pretty much immediately after the fact. It was an older white gentleman, allegedly. I don't know if they have like full-blown proof, but the way they carried him out, I assume he was the gentleman that did it. But happy he was a white guy. I'm sorry. Not to put any unfortunate smoke on this, but I just didn't want any race situation getting involved in this whatsoever. Bad enough it was tragic, but they'll always try to find a way to put that wrinkle in if they could. So I don't know, man. My question to you now is like, so now what? As far as politics and the promo run, and just ramping up to whatever new voting system or cycle you got going on, like. Do you see a change in these open forums? Do you see a change at colleges, like inviting politicians to kind of just speak on whatever they are promoting at the moment?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, no, because I feel like when you stand in your purpose and stand in your power, I don't know how much protection you can really get, because a lot of what he seemed to thrive in was connecting with the people. You mentioned very eloquently about him having very fruitful debates with anyone, no matter what their ideology was.
You're welcome
to do that from behind a bulletproof, casing. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be out there with the people having engaging conversations. So I don't think anything changes with that. I think we all have these pivotal figures in our ideology that seem to go out and really spread their word, hope for people to understand and to support their movement. And then in some cases, they are just met with this tragic end. And then when we always ask, well, why do we have to take these actions? Well, that goes back to the old conversation about gun laws, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an expert on any of this, but I will say that when it is one of the usual suspects that are on the side of a certain view, then we got to kind of sit back and say, all right, now that it's one of your own, does anything change? And to your point, I don't think anything changes. I think things are just going to go the same way they've been going. And unfortunately, we're going to keep talking about this. We're going to keep talking about this. I think society has just lost the ability to be wrong, to love one another, to care for one another. And hatred spews, and sometimes it ends in tragic endings like this. It's scary hours out here, man.
Every day. And what I found ironic, 2 points actually. One of his last clips I saw, I'm not sure how recent this announcement that he did, but he was advocating for Second Amendment rights and whatnot. And he was saying, hey, unfortunately, we have to deal with these repercussions of these senseless deaths every so often. It's just part of the gig. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like brushed it off as if it was something that, not that it's something that can happen to him, but it's just, hey, I live with it, you live with it, we all live with it. It is what it is. For him to go out in this fashion, kind of nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the little tent that he was sitting under, at the very top of it, it had a sign that said, prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I know this wasn't the intent as far as like the end result, But the irony in a lot of things that happen, super unfortunate, man.
Absolutely, man. When you stand in your purpose, this is it's like that.
Repercussions of
It's
it.
like that.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
man.
That's a fact.
But definitely, just like Kenny said, man, definitely condolences to the family. We do not condone any type of violence here on this show. But definitely, I'm interested in hearing all the conversations around this since this is still very fresh. You can imagine both sides are going to have their opinions go out. Social media is already, I mean, to your point, how fast social media moves. There was already TikTok videos with the still shot of him being shot and people talking. Like, I don't get what people get out of doing that. Like, that's sick.
Clicks, traction. Unfortunately, what is it? Somber news, bad news, terrible news, negative news is still news. It still attracts attention, and people still, unfortunately, thrive on it. Some people it's a business for them. They need traction to keep things going. So I don't know. It's unfortunate.
We'll see what social media does because we know that all of these platforms, the X's, the TikToks, the IGs, they have the power to suppress algorithms. Granted, the volume may be too much to suppress, but we've seen it done for other areas of focus when people were trying to uplift and spread a message. So uh, we'll see what happens with this type of coverage. All right, so shifting over to, I guess this can fall under politics as usual. Let me just pull up my notes here. Um, so I read a lot of Crane's Health Plus. They give a lot of really good news in the healthcare industry. And there was a headline that said New York races to prescribe groceries and Uber rides in a Medicaid experiment. Now, let me dig a little deep into this because I know you're like, what does Uber and Medicaid have to do with each other?
Facts.
Um,
I'm like, wait a minute.
and this is actually gonna connect with you a bit because I know you're in Staten Island. It has a picture of a Staten Island resident. She's picking up a food box from a community locker in Tompkinsville, which is operated by a nonprofit Health for Youth and the Staten Island Performing Provider System, and funded through the Medicaid pilot program.
Mhm.
Now, performing provider systems (PPS) are systems that often offer incentives to healthcare providers and to the government whenever they provide some source of resources to the community, hence food, rides, things of that nature. So in this particular case, is a box of fresh produce, new air conditioning unit, and an Uber to the local farmers market that aren't typical medical benefits. But New York, they're trying to get Medicaid enrollees under a $7.5 billion experiment to see if this would be a way to address some of the social needs. Now, this isn't a new program. It's known as New York Health Equity Reform under the 115 waiver. You all can go look that up at your leisure. It's backed by the federal government and aims to prove out the theory that paying for things like groceries, housing, and transportation can keep patients healthier over the long term, ultimately reducing the state's cost of covering Medicaid members. So, what does that mean? Let's take my neighborhood, for instance. There's not a lot of fresh farm and produce here. And I think Kenny and I have talked about this in previous shows. So now, 9 times out of 10, the quickest thing we get access to is fried chicken, fast food, things of that nature. What they're saying is, well, that can lead to healthcare conditions, that can lead to chronic illnesses because people are not putting healthy things into their body. Therefore, that can only lead to residual or routine of hospital visits, and that just drives up costs. Why don't we make sure that we give them access to healthier food and resources? Maybe, just maybe, if it's not genetic, they will stay out of the healthcare offices and out of the EDs because they're treating their bodies better.
Mhm.
So this program is actually it's been in place for a while and it's had a bumpy start. Um, I think right now with the pending Medicaid cuts, and some of them have actually been executed. It's taken a while for the state to figure out how to allocate these funds. They first earned approval for this program in January 2024, but at first, I believe the federal government put up less than half of the 13.5 billion that state officials asked for in 2022. And right now, the evaluation process has gotten off to a slow start. Of the state's 7 million Medicaid enrollees, just 1%, or roughly 108,000, had been screened by the end of June to obtain this program. So the rollout isn't going that well. They didn't get enough funds that they would have liked to get. I'm pretty sure there's other stuff going on with this that is proving a slow start. But I mention this because they have 2 years before the program expires. That's end of 2026.
Okay.
So right now, Governor Hochul and I'm guessing a bunch of other state officials are trying to figure out, how do we beef this up? How do we market this? Do we have enough funds to get this out? Because if they can't prove a good proof of concept before the end of 2026, the federal government's going to roll this program back.
I believe it. But that is interesting, though. I'd like to see how that unfolds. It's always put a new wrinkle on something that you didn't think needed.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right. Anything before we head over to entertainment?
No, I'm good on politics.
All right, my brother. Listen, rolling over to entertainment, I gotta give a shout out to Cardi B, man. You can give a shout out to Cardi for several of amazing reasons, but I think the marketing rollout for this new album has been just very unique for me, because it gives me that feeling of going down to Fulton Avenue and seeing all the guys on the street with the CDs laid out on the blanket trying to sell it $5. Taking her court pictures and putting them as the covers for the CDs. I felt like that was just awesome. There was a recent reel that she put up on IG where she's got, you know what I'm saying, she's sitting out there in the streets and she's like, $5. She's got the incense going left and right.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, like you got to appreciate Cardi for keeping it authentic, being herself all of these years. She has not changed. She doesn't, at least from what I see, she has not changed who she is. She embraces all of her flaws. But I've loved the marketing rollout for this album. It's been good.
It's been pretty top notch. I feel like the amount of personal promoting that she's doing. I know she had the unfortunate lawsuit in between that she's taken advantage of, but I feel like her extra oomph, she feels like this might be a very make or break moment in her career. Because the delay between her last album and this one has been some time. A lot has changed between now and then. So do you feel this is a make or break album for her at this point in time?
When you put it that way, man, I did not think about it. Yeah. I think as far as like a full-fledged album with hits, looking at her as a full-fledged artist again right now, I think a lot of people probably just look at her as a really good social personality who happens to make music. So this album will determine whether we look at her again as mainly a performer and an artist. So I agree with you.
Yeah, I definitely think you nailed it with that one, because like you said, she was introduced to us through the reality shows. You know what I'm saying? And she had a reputation uptown for things that, gentlemen of the night things. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. That's her past life. You know what I'm saying? So she's always been like the influencer type who just happened to, come Bodak Yellowhead. So she had to run with it. You know what I'm saying? So this could be a defining moment where she transitions over to more of the rapper kind of look versus the other. But even if it does hit on that critically acclaimed 4.5 mic status, I think she's just so popular on that side of the table, it wouldn't even matter. Like, she could drop Biggie and Jay verses. Like, you know what I mean? She could have Foxy in her ear, Little Kim in the other ear, doing everything she needed to do. And I think she still just be this polarizing figure that we all love because she is authentic. She is who she is. You know what I mean? So, and I think she's going to have a cheat code anyway as far as sales are concerned. I think she's still kind of backloading the back of this album with a few tracks that dropped over the last year or two. I don't think WAP still technically had an official release, so she might sneak this on there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Like I don't think the numbers are going to be great. I'm not too worried about that. But the feel of the culture behind it, that's going to be up for debate. But I'm curious. Can't wait to see it. I just hope she don't drop the same time as Drake. That's going to be terrible.
Hey man, I think right now music is up for grabs, and this is just my personal opinion. I have my routine of music that I listen to, so I don't even know if I qualify to speak about a lot of the new music that's out. But to me, right now, the music game is up for grabs because I
Yeah.
listen to more um, different genres of music now than I
Mhm.
ever did before, just because the my go tos with hip hop are just not there anymore, and it's just tough for me to enjoy the new music.
I ain't gonna lie. I might be super old in that light. I still do what Jay did. So yo, listen to my old shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's still there. It's still hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I've been doing. I just still kind of gravitate to what I liked back then. You know what I mean? So if the new thing sneaks in, dope. Put a little heart next to it on the old playlist. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I remember to come back to it at the party. But yeah, man, shit. Right now, I'm just letting God sort them out. Like I'm not, I'm not doing nothing else other than that.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah, it is going to be an interesting fourth quarter coming up with those two.
Indeed.
Um, keeping it on the Hollywood end, man, I caught something this past weekend. Mr. Spike Lee, man, he has done something yet again with his boy Denzel Washington. This is their fourth or fifth movie, I believe, together.
Mhm.
Um, this one was on Apple TV. It's called Highest to Lowest. It's about Denzel, of course, big time music mogul, runs into a situation with the family, and he has to move quickly to make sure things happen. If you didn't see the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not saying too much. But did you see the movie?
No, I haven't. I
Damn.
think we tried to watch it, and I had trouble following it. I had trouble following it and
Okay.
trying to understand what it was about. But talk to me.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen. Hey, love Spike, love Denzel. Uh, Not sure if they executed this the way they wanted to. Um, honestly, like halfway through the movie, it felt like it was a Tyler Perry flick, but Spike Lee was like driving the whole way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was like Spike Lee was in full control of the music, the actors, the actresses, where it's gonna happen, the scenery, and he nailed it. It did feel a little inside manish with the music every so often, but hey, whatever. If it worked last time, why wouldn't it work this time? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was just it felt a little hollow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I didn't need. Hey, shouts to ASAP. He was in the movie. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right now, very similar, like Ray J just being Brandy's brother. Like, he's Rihanna's he's Rihanna's, baby pops. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just like, hey, man, happy to see you. Hopefully get in the studio for real, not in the Hollywood studios. But like it was interesting to see, but it did feel a little hollow. But hey, Denzel's in it. Spike Lee did it. The soundtrack is pretty good, and I don't want to spoil it, but uh, I forgot her real name, but the Godfather Harlem, the wife, she
Hmm.
she she found a role and she is good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like she nails it. Like when I seen, it, I say, "Oh, I did my the Leonardo pointing at the screen movement." I like that's the girl from you know what I mean. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but I wouldn't clear my day to watch it. If you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But not
I
bad at all.
feel you. Um. All right. All right. We'll see, man. I gotta see if I catch it, but
Like I said, man, if there's nothing on, I mean nothing, knock yourself out. But you know what I mean. But it wasn't. It wasn't. I give it a 5.
yeah. Oh damn. All right. All right. Anything before we move over to FCP Sports?
Nah, sports is loaded, man. Let's get this started.
Yes, yes. All right, man. We are heading over to the sports corner. It was an amazing weekend of sports. And for me, it all started with tennis. Arena Sabalenka, the back-to-back U.S. champion, first woman in 10 years to defend her title. Did you get a chance to watch this match?
I did. Yo, this is a tough sport. It's a tough sport. Like, it's awesome just watching it, but the physicality of it, like, it's a lot of back and forth, bro. It's a lot, but it was an awesome match.
Yes, sir, man. So yeah, Saturday afternoon, she went up against Amanda Anisimova, who was coming off of getting shut out, I think in Wimbledon against Iga Swiatek. And it was funny because Amanda actually got her get back against Swiatek in the
Yep.
US Open. So she had a lot of momentum because she was the only one with the same power as Arena that could actually push her back behind the line. And there were times where you actually saw this shit. Like it looked
Word.
like a couple times Amanda was gonna sneak up. Um, so this, I mean, shout out to the champ. She really did a thing. She had a little bit of controversy earlier this year at Roland Garros, where she said some questionable things when she lost to Coco Golf. But I know they made up. And Arena's she's solid. She's number one player, number one ranked player, woman player in tennis. And listen, let's see if she's able to do a three-peat next year, man. Amazing.
Not easy, but if anybody can do it, hey, if you get two, you can probably get three.
Yeah, yeah. And then Sunday, man, the men went back head to head. Carlos Alcaraz against Yannick Sinner, and Carlos, man, he had the momentum for this one just because of how he lost to Yannick Sinner in their last head to head match. These two guys are gonna be like the Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. They're just gonna meet every year in the finals until some new young star comes out. And this guy's only 22, man. It's crazy.
That's crazy. They had a good match as well. Wish I moved my bet a little different, but it was a good match. It was a good match.
Now I gotta confirm this because as you can see in these two pictures, Carlos had a buzz cut for this for the US Open. And supposedly, allegedly, his brother cuts his hair and his brother jacked up his haircut. So he's like, take it all off.
Damn.
Have me out here looking crazy with the half fade.
It's always the ones you love. Always the ones you love, man. Damn.
Yeah, so hey
That's
man,
funny.
listen, I got a feeling he's gonna keep this haircut though, like because when I say he ran through this US Open, he ran through it, man. Shout out to Carlos, man.
Word. That's what's up.
Just one word though to Carlos's PR person, right? Because after him and Arena won respectively, they did a TikTok together, and it's that trend on TikTok where it's like, twin, where have you been? Nobody.
Yeah.
That whole shit.
Yeah.
They had Carlos looking crazy out here, man. Like first of all, Carlos is trying to catch his part, and it just is off. And then he's not ready. Like, yo,
there was no practice, man. They needed more practice.
They set Carlos up, man. Like, I get trying to get your athlete to be more present on social media, but you gotta get them in a lane that matches their style. But anyway,
listen, AI exists, man. It's 2025, man. Get a cartoon version of him doing whatever y'all want him to do, man. Just let him sign off on it. Don't put the physics. The man has his own shit to worry about, man. On the tennis court, man. Y'all handle the exposure shit. I'm gonna do the winning. I'll do the wins. Y'all get me the likes. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Tanya said he's blonde now. No way.
Yo, man, you win, you got to switch it up. You know how it go. Yeah. That's the old me. That's the old me.
Oh, I gotta see that shit.
God damn.
See, man, you gotta take it easy when you win, man. You can't just go crazy out here, making crazy life choices, man. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
That's funny.
I gotta look for that. That's crazy.
Funny.
Oh no, she's not lying.
It's blonded out.
She's not lying.
God damn it.
I found a link that might have it. But all right, brother, go ahead.
Yeah, but tennis was good this weekend. A lot of good matches. Always good keeping it in the hometown in Queens. But listen, man, it's football season, bro.
Yes, sir.
I tried to lay the law down early last week. So listen, Sunday's coming. I don't want no bullshit. Like, just leave me alone for 8 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, Scott, Doritos. We got a big date. It's gonna last all day. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Scott, Doritos, and Corona. We was chilling, bro. We was having a good afternoon. At 1:30. I need. Yeah, I thought we had conversations. I thought we spoke about this.
No.
Laundry gotta get helped out. Dinner gotta get. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, really. You know what? Hey, man. Hey, it's Sunday #1. Let me just help out the fam one last time. Hopefully it works out. But by the time I came back, man, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Last year, right? For those that don't know, hey, if you was a Jet fan, we had Aaron Rodgers. Came back from that weird season before that, where it's just 4 plays. He played the whole season last year for us. Great. Had maybe one amazing game all season as a Jet. This Sunday, though, this nigga throws 4 touchdowns with the Steelers against us. So I'm just like, yo, where was this nigga all year? Was he holding out? I'm like, can you hold out in football? Can you do that? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you know what? Hey, nigga's a Hall of Famer. It is what it is. Come to find out, over in Indy, Danny Jones doing the same shit. Yo, he's out here scoring on every fucking possession. I'm like, yo, where was this nigga when we needed him? Well, shit. So that whole MetLife Stadium quarterbacking situation where we just let niggas go, it's like, yo, it's not working out. I'm starting to think it's us. It's got to be us, bro.
Yeah, like it's like a relationship, right? It don't work with you, but then they go to somebody else and then you see them glow up. At some point, you got to say, I guess it was them with me because they thriving now. Hey, listen, it's week 1. It hurt, but it's week 1. Let's see if they could do it 3 more times. If we get to week 4 and both these guys are still balling, listen,
it's no backsies, my nigga. It's no backsies. Like, we can't be, yo, we fucked up. We come back to death row. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is done, man.
They at least need to get tested. You know what I'm saying? Because
word.
I mean, hey, listen, if it's the offensive line, then I get it. You know what I'm saying? I already know in the Giants, we need work. So, hey, listen, that was crazy though. That was crazy. Yep. They said Daniel Jones was the only quarterback in, I believe, the stat era to lead his team to a score on every possession.
Every drive. Like, if it wasn't a field goal, it was a touchdown.
Yo,
I'm like, he's doing shit like this, bruh.
That was
he couldn't hit nothing when we needed him.
Peyton Manning can't even claim no shit like that.
Mr. Efficiency.
If DJ don't do nothing else, he can say, I bet you ain't lead your team to a score every possession in the game. Like, he wins. Like, there's nothing
I did. Oh, that was crazy. But yeah, that was a good one. That was weird. But the game of the week though, listen, man. Lamar, man, as always, man, you did all you had to do. He did, as always, he did all he had to do. Shit. Even Derek,
can't blame Mahomes for this one. Go ahead.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? Even Derrick Henry, he did what he had to do until that moment. But he did what he had to do. But listen, man, the Ravens had a command in 4 quarters. They was in charge, bro. In charge. Listen, it was so bad because they was in Buffalo. Hey, about 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left in the game. Hey, Cups was getting poured out. So, yo, man, we out, man. I'm gonna stop being traffic. Stadium started emptying out. And then the 4-minute mark came. Then they gave Derrick Henry the ball. As they have been. He fumbled. Shit went south. And we never recovered, bro. Never recovered. And the whole time, I'm like, nah, they ain't gonna get it again. Nah. it kept working in their favor. It just kept working in their favor. But Buffalo came back, man. 15 down in the fourth. Ended up winning by field goal. And we almost blocked it. And we almost blocked the field goal. And at the end of the game, all I kept thinking about was, that 2 seconds before the half ended when they got that field goal. That was the longest 2 seconds in the fucking world. Even in slow motion, I'm like, how many Mississippi was it gonna put between these seconds, man? I know it's slow motion. We try to see if we caught it, but that shit's still on one, bro. That boy out of bounds. But that was the field goal we didn't need them to get, man. But no, man. Shouts to Buffalo. Shouts to Josh, man. But I take it as this. Listen, these two battle real good in the season, real good in the playoffs. But whoever wins the season game usually loses the playoff game. Last year was in vice versa. Lamar took care of business in Baltimore when it was time. Lost a game win, unfortunately, in the playoffs. I hope this year's a little role reversal. I'll take this L if we could beat them in the playoffs. Yeah. It is what it is. It'll be all worth it in January, but we got to get there. We got to get there. We got to line up, man. It was tough to see, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that one was interesting, man. That one,
Did you stick around in the fourth, or did you change the channel with the 4 minute mark?
No. Because you know why? Because for some reason, Josh Allen is amazing during the season. You cannot. He is the MVP of season football. It's in the playoffs. He just can't figure it out. For some reason, the cards are just stacked against him, right? So, his luck is so bad in the playoffs. I could see him having an open field to run for a touchdown, and a squirrel come out of nowhere and bite him in the Achilles. He's that much of a bad luck streak in the playoffs. And every year, though, he's hopeful. He comes back in good shape, and he does. He's a part of miracle wins like this. But man, I mean, it sucks that it had to be Lamar, man. And
it's always Lamar, man. Like they blow so many double-digit leads, man, and it's their games ain't over till zeros are on the clock, bro. No lead is safe. No lead is safe if you win purple and black, bro. It's scary, man.
Jesus. Oh man.
What are we gonna do, man? On to week two. Some other side NFL news, man. This is kind of different. Jamar Chase. He was with Nike his whole career, but he has switched up and signed with Fabletics. He is their first NFL star kind of endorsement from Fabletics. But I guess the bag was there. he caught the bag, and now this is what it is. I do believe he had a lot of cleats though that ran through Nike, so I don't know what he's gonna do for his feet going forward. Hopefully there's some co-branding that he still could do on the footwork at a minimum. But shouts to Jamal, man. Listen, when Steph went to Under Armour, we was all mad, but he made it work. You know what I'm saying? He made it work. I assume Jamal will make Fabletics work as well, as long as the check makes sense.
Yeah, it's amazing to see these players now starting to make smarter decisions financially rather than the allure of a brand. So
yep,
absolutely.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. That D-Wade to that China spot, I'm still a little iffy about that. But Ling Wing, I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely. That was one of those moves that just benefited him. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to tell me if that line is, no pun intended. But somebody's gonna have to tell me if that brand is popping somewhere, because I don't even think he wears that shit anymore. But yeah. But keeping it, just star-studded, man. It was the NBA Hall of Fame ceremony over this past weekend. Of the many names that were recognized, Carmelo Anthony definitely reigning supreme here. Hell of a career. His speech really just hit home, thanking his family, thanking his father, his mother, really just speaking to the roots of basketball and what it did for him as a man. And then speaking about, his presence outside. And then, of course, with his son now going to Syracuse, keeping the legacy going. This has to be like the ultimate father-son moment, passing the torch to his son, your son seeing you recognize that what basketball is considered the highest level. Man, you know, like those glasses, there was so much fog and tears behind
Yeah,
the face.
that's a fact. That's
Man,
a fact.
had to be.
That's a fact. He did the thing, man. Also, like you said, he had an awesome speech. Gave a lot of shout outs. I don't recall him saying thanks to Lala, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Puerto Rico got a bigger shout out than I was expecting from him. I do forget he does have some Puerto Rican roots somewhere in the bloodline, which is dope.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, us black people are very possessive, and we took Mello. You know what I'm saying? Like we let y'all have a lot of people, man. But some people we hold close to the cuff. You know what I'm saying? Mello was one of those guys, and you know. But hey, man, shouts to Mello, man. He did the big thing. But yo, man, he did it. He did it. There was a surprise during the ceremony, and I got a question for you, brother. The man is still currently on an active roster. Mr. LeBron James himself. He got one because if he's part of one of the USA teams or something like that, the Redeem team. So he kind of I don't know if it's honorary or a true Hall of Fame jacket, but I think he's it's a real Hall of Fame like label. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's still a top 10 player in the league currently. Chris Paul got one too, but I don't know if he's playing, so he don't count. But like this is something Jordan didn't do.
I don't understand the foundation.
I don't like it doesn't feel right yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't put this jacket on and take it off and go back and put your jersey on.
Jordan didn't need to redeem. He was the dream.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like once again, no, LeBron gets it on the back end. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He did something that, I didn't do it because, you know what I'm saying? He's like, well, I have more points than Jordan. Nigga, you played 18 more seasons than him too. Like, you're supposed to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man, shouts to LeBron. He keeps doing it. But yo, man, I heard he had an announcement, man.
Yeah, man. During the same ceremony, he did announce that this upcoming season will be his last. I'm not shocked by this. I think I am more excited about what he's going to do post his basketball career than what he did in his basketball career, just because of his IQ and what he was already foundationally putting in place. You look at the shop, you look at the school he created, you look at what he's done financially for a lot of his people, putting them in positions to be moguls themselves. You know what I mean? You look at the Rich Pauls, you look at the Maverick Carters. Everything that this guy has been a part of has been successful. Imagine when he has 100% free time. This guy, you know what I mean? Like, this guy.
If you thought ESPN wasn't covering him enough before, he's gonna be on there for all kinds of shit. But listen, man. It's gonna be the farewell. The farewell tour will be dope. All ticket prices will shoot up when he's coming to your city. Last time we threw the baby powder in the air, if it goes to these places. So listen, cherish it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what year is this for him? 2019, 20th? What year is this for him? 22nd, 3rd? When he got drafted? 02? 03? Some shit like 04 class?
We're losing track at this point.
I mean, but I'm not gonna lie. After this season, it's gonna be weird watching basketball without LeBron, bro. Like I'm happy he's able to walk out on his own right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a wild injury that took him out, or some, knock on wood, the season's not over. But to him have to have total control of his career as far as where he wants to go, how he wants to do it. He really did it his way. You know what I mean? But it's the farewell tour will be one to catch though, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because a lot of with him leaving, even if you look at the stars that are left, right, the Stephen Currys, the KDs, the ones that we grew up on, they're at that point in their career too where they're looking at that exit at some point. So then you start to look at the Shai Gilgeous-Alexanders. You start to look at the Anthony Edwards of
the new crew, right?
right. And you're starting to see the new culture, the new dynamic of the NBA form. And it's going to be interesting to see how those guys kind of step up. To your point, once, LeBron leaves, and then, maybe in the next some odd years, I'm not even going to put a timetable out there. We start to see the KDs, the Stephs,
Yeah, they got to go at some point. Like,
yeah, the James Hardens kind of say, all right,
that's go, that's like
yeah,
seeing somebody get drafted, seeing their whole rookie season, they remembering it vividly, and then getting to this point is nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the Jordan, we kind of, we was right at the cusp of liking sports, so it was great. You know what I'm saying? It was cool to see. I don't think I've never seen a live North Carolina game, like none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so it was dope. Like, you know what I mean? But to truly see his whole career come and go,
right.
niggas getting old, man.
No, yeah, absolutely right. Because even with the '96 draft class, right? Like, we didn't really get to enjoy their college careers. Like, we saw them come into the NBA and really thrive. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how the NBA forms after this. Who still watches the game after it, because there was a very unique way that he played the game, and it's changing, and we got to adjust with the times. Just going, well, sticking with Hall of Fame a little bit more, I do want to recognize Maya Moore, one of the recognees from the women's side. Maya Moore, definitely one of those players to go research and see her accolades, not just as a WNBA player, but even as a college player, and even just as a person. She has an amazing personal story as well. So make sure y'all go check that out. But congratulations to her, Sylvia Fowles, Sue Bird, Dwight Howard, Billy Donovan, Danny Crawford, and of course, like Kenny said, the 2008 Redeem Team. Hell of an honor, guys.
I ain't gonna hold you. The Maya Moore kind of struck me a little as a surprise. I ain't gonna lie, I thought she'd been in. I've been through. She had. I thought she'd been had her jacket. When I saw her on the ballot, I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "What took them so long?" Like, you know what I mean? That's Maya Moore. But whatever, man.
Yeah, I think because so she didn't retire technically until 2023. I got to do some research, but there was like a portion of right before COVID
High life.
that she was really focused on social justice, and she kind of stepped away from the game. So I got to look back. I think it was something like with a brother or something like that. So that could have been the delay behind it.
And keeping it on brand with stepping away from the game and wondering who's watching anymore. On the WNBA side of things, man, Caitlin Clark has announced that she will be out for the rest of the WNBA season as well as the postseason due to some lingering injuries that just hasn't quite put her back at 100%. With her, unfortunately, having to use all her PTO time, how much of a financial debt you think she put on the back end of the WNBA season? Ticket sales dropped a bit, viewership dropped a bit without her kind of in the game. How do you think their P&L statement is looking now? As far as because they had a trajectory, it was moving. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's your thoughts on the end of season crop for them?
Well, I actually think the season ended very well.
Okay.
And the Fever actually are still doing pretty good.
Okay.
We've seen the rise of Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, she was already thriving when she was playing with Caitlin last season and the beginning of the season before while Caitlin was playing. But Kelsey Mitchell is balling. Leah Boston is a double at any moment. Natasha Howard, that acquisition this season has been benefiting them. So the Fever are still out there balling. It hurt them losing Sophie Cunningham, but they're doing what they got to do, and I believe they have a playoff berth. But I think the surge by the Aces, I think the Atlanta doing good has been very helpful for the WNBA as well. The Lynx have been must-see TV. Shout out to Stud Buds. I think I think what they've been able to do from a streaming and from a marketing perspective has kept the WNBA afloat. There's a new mega deal for that rivaled company that they had, Unrivaled.
We're getting two more leagues. I forgot where they're gonna put them, but two more teams they're gonna add in 26.
Right. You know what I mean? So the buzz is starting to build back up now that the players are healthy and they're back out there really promoting the sport. So, I mean, it was a rough start. Don't get me wrong. Production was down. People were hurt.
Mhm.
And a lot of people try to say, well, you got to get Caitlyn back on the court. Well,
Mhm.
I don't know, y'all, because the ladies that are on that court right now,
They're balling. They're balling.
yeah, and
Um,
let's not act like Juju's not coming, because
by the
Juju
way,
Jenkins is coming. So
yeah.
yeah,
And I ain't gonna lie, it felt like as soon as Caitlyn was starting to tamper off, Paige was picking up right on time, right where they left off, right where her low lights were starting to go. Paige highlights was picking the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is what we needed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you said, with Caitlyn going, I was a little nervous. As far as the casual viewer tuning in anymore, like the hardcore fans, like you said, the girls are still balling out. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about the skill not being there just because one player's gone. She doesn't carry the league. But I do feel the casual viewer that was just kind of, showing up to the Shador Sanders game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit like that. I don't, they might be going into the finals, bro.
man. Listen, you got the Aces on a 15-game winning streak. You got Asia Wilson just dropping 30 points out here like it's nobody's business,
Max.
and Alyssa Thomas is a walking triple double. Definitely, she's my vote for MVP this year, and I love Asia Wilson. But
Yeah.
what Alyssa Thomas has done this season cannot be sneezed at.
Mhm.
So I feel for those people who got to vote for the MVP this year. So yeah, man, it's I love the way the season's ending. I believe the playoffs start this weekend.
Nice, nice.
So looking forward to seeing these ladies suit up and hold it down. Go Liberty.
Word, word. Um, this last one we got for the sports segment. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen it, I was like, nah, that's definitely a rumor. But then I saw it was like on your man's official page. Like it was on Mike's page. I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, is this really? Is this really? I'm like, the second thing that came up, I'm sorry, the first and a half thing that came to my head, I was like, which one of these niggas is broke? This is the only reason. This is the only reason. The only fucking reason I see this shit happening is one of these niggas got to be broke, and I don't know who. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you who. Like I know Mayweather's spending habits. They come and go. Jets, planes, entourage. Cool. Tyson, nigga, I got 20 more years on you, bro. I've been spending money for a long time. Nigga, I owned a tiger at one point in my life. Like you know what I'm saying? So I know he might just be trying to catch some money on the back end. I don't think he cares anymore about legacy. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, yo, listen, man, I got kids. They gotta eat. I'm gonna get these last 3, 4, 5, 6 million if I could and get out of here. But I think they announced like a 2026 like date. I don't know how far out it is, but I'm like, yeah, I hope. Listen, man, every day that gets by, Tyson getting older. Like they gotta move this shit faster and faster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, how could we do this? Like, what was your thoughts on this, brother?
Yeah, when I saw it, man, I'll be honest with you. I had the same kind of like, wait a minute, didn't we just see? This feels familiar. Like, didn't we just see Mike Tyson fight somebody?
Just
Like,
just seeing the nigga.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, he just fought Jake Paul, and you could tell like from the minute he went out there, he ain't have no legs under him. It was gonna be a short fight. So then when I saw this, I was just like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it.
Still
Um,
don't get it.
yeah, your theory is now gonna make me think because to be honest, that's the only reason. You're absolutely right. I got
Somebody gotta be broke. Somebody gotta be broke. And I don't know who's broker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but somebody gotta be broke in order for this to happen. I just don't like what's the benefit from who there's no wins.
yeah.
I don't want to see neither get knocked out. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? So I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
I just I never thought I'd see Tyson become this guy. Like I, I, I didn't see Mike Tyson becoming this guy, and then in this at this age, and it's bothering me to see this like this. Like we're exploiting one of our legends. Not to say he's not of sound mind and body making these decisions, but I don't like seeing him go out like this, man.
Listen, hey, like I said, legacy is no longer on the table. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you either like me or you didn't care about me by now. That's the only thing I can see that he doesn't care about. And I don't know, man.
It just
And
sucks.
then like
Like
it's similar to before. Like, what's the weight class here? What are we doing?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like our kids
Uh,
are gonna see this and they're gonna be like, why is this old guy fighting? You know, they're like, I don't like the way this is going to look. Like if my son sits next to me when this fight goes down and goes, why is that old guy out there getting beat up like that? Like, shouldn't he just be like at home? I don't want him to
like
remember Mike Tyson like that.
I mean, like, and that too. Like for the kids that just never seen him, it's gonna be weird. They're like, this is the guy y'all been talking
Yeah,
about. I'm like, yeah, but that was 20 something years ago, man. This don't count. This wasn't what I was talking about when I was talking about it. Like,
yeah. Like there was a mystique to Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? There was this aura to him, and I don't know. I don't like this, man. I don't like it. I think your theory is sound. It is going to be interesting to see how this goes, man. Oh man. Oof.
I'm not. I don't like it. Not happy about it. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah.
I wish him the best. I hope nobody dies from this. But just
Yeah.
hey, each his own. To each his own. But this weekend, though, gonna be some other stuff happening. Netflix is doing the thing again.
Sure.
Talk to me. What you thinking?
Woo. I'm Bud, man. I'm Team Bud Crawford all the way. Canelo is no joke. I know that he's hard hitting. He's still, you know what I mean, a threat out there. But this is the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao prime fight that we wanted. So I'm proud of both of these guys for stepping up and taking this fight in their prime to really put on a show. Netflix once again, cha-ching. This is I'm riding with Team Bud Crawford. I think Bud pulls it out, man. What you thinking?
Um, hmm. Canelo's no walk in the park, bro. But you know what? Neither is Crawford. So, man, if I had to put some money on it, that's what it really comes down to. Like, where's your parlay going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would be okay with going with Bud, man. I'm sorry. This is one of those things that's personal for me. It's personal
how,
for me. Like
you didn't, he didn't like trip you on the train one day, right? What happened?
it's just the simple fact that I love the fact that Crawford has always taken the good fight, the right fight. You know what I mean? And
he does it the right way.
yeah, you know what I mean? And I have no problem if I have to lose a couple dollars, but I don't think I will. I think Crawford's gonna pull it out.
All right. If you go on Crawford, I gotta go Canelo. Let's balance this out a little bit. I mean, I got a healthy 4 quarters on it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I don't know where it's gonna be at Saturday, but let me know. I mean, that's all. Hey, man, and I'm giving it to you. I might give it to you in dimes, like you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's see how this one works out, though. But I'll put my dial on Canelo if I could.
Yeah, nah, it's a yeah. Let's line it up, man. Let's line it up, man. I got me. I got the Hennessy and jerk chicken all day.
You already know. You already know. That should be a good one.
Oh man, yeah. I can't wait. Yeah, I got college. Well, you got college football. You know what I'm saying? Got this.
Listen, baby, if you're hearing, yo, it's another weekend. I'm dead to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be here in the house. You might see me. I'm stepping out of here for bathroom breaks and refreshments. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody talking to me. Like I got my phone, man. Shoot me a text. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get right back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at this next red zone commercial break, which they didn't have any this weekend. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't complaining. I don't care what the ads is coming in. Keep my nonstop football happening. But it's gonna be another good sports weekend for sure.
So all right, man. Anything before we get up out of here?
Yes, you did hear it. Nah, man, I'm good. Thank you, SKL. I'm gonna let everybody know next Wednesday how true it was. But you know what I mean. But nah, man, that's all I got on Hump Day, my brother.
got you. SKL. I got an old school order, man. Bacon wrap shrimp. Old school
Mm,
order, kid. And
mm.
and what's the cookies, bro? With the raspberry.
I just call those crack. I don't even got a name for them. I'm like, your baby making that crack this weekend? No? Sure? It's like, you ain't got the ingredients? I go get the ingredients. What you missing? What you need? I just call them the crack cookies, man. Yeah, I see we get a batch up out of her, man. I tell you right now, the pack gonna be light. I tell you right now. So I thought you was making 50 of them. So who counting cookies? Who counting cookies around here, man? It look like 50, don't it?
As long as they ain't stepped on, I'm good, man.
Hey, nah. It's pure, man. It's pure, man. Gotta let God sort them out, man. Oh man.
Oh man. But listen, we appreciate everybody who joined us tonight, whether you're tuning in from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, or IG. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow us on all socials. We are here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Like we love to say lately, put on them shoes you've been dying to wear, put on them sneakers you've been dying to wear that outfit, love yours, hug yours, because life is too short, man. As you can see from the tragic events of today, you really got to appreciate every moment. Make sure you take care of yourself, pour energy into you before you pour energy into anything else when you start your day. We love y'all, appreciate y'all. See y'all next week.
Peace.